Way. Donenge wadhi nagu. Wadhi woke we muito nagu. Hey.
Welcome, guys. This is Conversations with Kaleche. Of course, I am Kaleche, and this is where love finds a voice. If you haven't caught up with our past episodes, guys, you need to, because we are at episode 5. So jump onto YouTube, jump onto Spotify. We have episodes ready for you to catch up with. And of course, remember to talk to us, conversationswithkaleche@gmail.com. If you have some comments, if you want to be on the show, you know, that's the drill. That's what we do. But as we are now into this month for women, it is just one of the most fantastic things to do is to sit down and speak to a woman who's got some strength, some value, yani depth on another level. Okay, we laugh a lot, but it's part of the way we do. And here we are to discuss life and lessons after divorce. How do you pick yourself up? How do you love in your 40s? And you are trying to, you know, make sure that you grow healthy, you are happy. And today, we selected a lady who's been through a lot, but is such a doll at happiness. She speaks and thrives happiness. And on top of that, she is a powerful woman. She is a filmmaker. She's a performing artist. She's a change maker, an activist, and distinguished lecturer. The amazing Dr. Zippy Okoth. Woo!
I can't even believe that's me you're describing.
It is you. You know, sometimes you forget how much you've achieved in such, to me, in a very short time. Because when I look at what you've achieved to where you've reached, I'm like, girl.
We thank God.
We thank God.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you? And welcome.
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for welcoming me to the show.
Yes.
Yes.
Tunafurahi kuweka hapa kuuliza maswali hivi. I think even before we get into our meet, you have a film coming out.
I have a film coming out, Otis Janam, shot in Rusinga Island,
Omera,
Homa Bay Town.
Don't mess.
Purely in Luo with English subtitles.
You're joking.
And we are launching at KICC. You know,
yes.
Dress code. Luo glam. Mtu aliniuliza Luo glam ndio nini?
If you don't know, honestly,
we are only kings and queens, so dress like that.
Yeah. Thankfully, that is not a problem I suffer from. I'm a Mukamba. But
don't worry, Luo is a lifestyle. It's not a tribe.
So can't wait to see that. But we're here to discuss, you know, life and lessons after divorce. And I think you've talked about your life with divorce and getting married early. You've shared this many times. But one of the things that I think for the women and men who are out there who may have gone through what you've gone through is to figure out what are some of the lessons. So in a nutshell, just through your journey, how has divorce and a relationship that ended after a long period, how has all that shaped your outlook on life?
I think nowadays I'm like, there's just so much you can do as a person, but whatever will be, Kaleche. Because, you know, sometimes you look back and you're like, really, what happened? Where did we go wrong?
Yeah.
And you look at all the things that happened and you're like, I think if it didn't work out, it just wasn't meant to be. I'm at that point where I'm not scared anymore.
Wow, that's a nice place to be.
Yeah. You know, even like, I am not scared anymore. I am not in a hurry. There was a time I was very scared. Like I let you.
Okay, what were you scared of?
I was scared of growing old alone.
Okay, that's a fear. It's a real fear.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, suddenly I think since middle last year, I've been like, maybe it will be nice
to grow alone into this old age.
Yeah, you know, when people put it like to grow alone, you start feeling like, oh, alone, like you're thinking of cold night.
Yeah.
But the thing is just that I'm looking at it like it's to enter into your old age with all the freedom of wanting to be anything you can be.
And being content with who you are.
And being content with who you are. Because I have seen people who are married but are lonely in old age. Like people are in their 60s, they're all retired, they're at home. The woman wakes up, goes to church and chamas. The man wakes up, goes to get a magazine, a newspaper to read the whole day. So they're not even together. And then you get into the house, that because they are old, they're not even sleeping in the same bedroom. And I'm like, Zippy, I'm okay.
Yeah. She has just given me so much confidence. I am okay. You know, there are people who think that it's not okay. And the
It's
fear,
okay.
in fact, I think more, the fear of
Yeah.
getting hurt
Yeah.
is bigger.
Yes.
The fear of getting hurt or making the wrong decision. I think,
Yeah.
personally speaking, for myself, I fear being in that wrong relationship that will leave me lonely, but I'm with someone and I still have to cook for him. Guys.
And I think
No.
that's where for me, I don't know how to pretend.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's over, it's over.
This is why we are good friends.
Yeah.
We
Because
don't
you
know.
see, when things are going wrong, I'll tell you why, please, why, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know. But if you've done all the please, why, and all that and try to make it work and it can't, you know,
forget about
breakup is painful. It's
Yeah.
so painful, actually. A lot of us, we cry,
Yeah.
we even go for therapy and all that. But at the end of the day, you're like, it was worth the pain.
So,
Yeah.
after the first divorce,
Yeah.
did you go through therapy? How did you get over the fear of like this pain again and to date again? Because you did get to date again.
Yeah. I don't think I got over the fear.
But ulijikuta uko relationship.
Nilijikuta.
Ulijikuta.
I was young. I was like, I have only one child, Zippy. If I can do all this in 5 years, you know, with this one, I can do so much more with another one. You get it? I have potential. I need more children. Kalechi, I always wanted to have 4 children.
You're joking.
Yeah, but I really wanted to have 4 children in my life.
So that was a driving factor. That was a driving factor.
In my plan. You know, you have a plan, yeah? I had a plan.
Then God is there laughing, saying, ha, ha, ha,
yes,
you
I wanted to have 4 children. Yeah, live well. Yeah, rich husband, rich wife. You know, I had a dream.
The new lifestyle.
You know, going to church on Sunday, then
With the
outing
family.
in the afternoon after church.
Well, wait.
I like them, but I really like those things. I still love them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's a girl who doesn't. I love them too. So that was the driving factor. You're like, look, I can try again. I only have one kid.
I can try again. Yeah. I mean, that time I was just 29. Yeah. I got married early, got divorced early.
Yeah.
The benefit of getting married early is when you get divorced early, you can get married again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that because like right now, having never been married, I'm like, guys, I can only do this once. I don't have room, space to do it twice. So the fear was actually for you reduced by the fact that your dream was still alive.
My dream was still alive.
Okay.
Yeah, because for me it was at first there was the stigma. The stigma for me kept me in that abusive marriage for long. But after I left, I was like, I had a I think my mother was also an activist.
Oh, okay. Tell me more.
Because she rescued a lot of women from abusive marriages.
Okay.
And even for me, when it was my time, she was like, I had heard about it, but I was waiting for you
to open
up and come out.
Okay.
And now that you've come out, don't go back.
You know,
I don't want you dead.
There's something about getting a supportive parent who's telling you, vumilia tu, even your marriages.
My parents said no.
Yeah.
To my parents, they're like, it's better for you to be alive than to be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, my father is also a lawyer. He's like, I have talked to many married couples. I know the ones that can work reconciliation. We talk to them. But like this one of yours is the type that either one of you will die.
Oh my.
So leave. You don't have to be there. Yeah. So I had 2 very supportive parents. And I was like, if they support me, why not?
Why not?
Yes. And so it took me a year or 2 before I started dating again.
Only a year or 2?
Yeah.
You see that thing, that's what I'm saying. That thing, even if it was a dream to date again.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who might be tempted to say, hey, Zippy, you love love.
I love love. It's true. For me, it's not, I love love. Even,
kuna kudanganya hapa.
Yeah. But nowadays, I love myself differently.
Okay.
I am living with no expectations. Kalechi, I buy myself a flower, I buy myself chocolate. I'm not at a point of I expect somebody buy me this, buy me that. If somebody does, I'm like, oh, thank you.
And you're not buying it because you're saying, kama hakuna mtu ananibaya.
No. Because I know I love flowers. Kalechi, if you come to my place, I've only been like, I started planting flowers 1 year ago.
I've seen the pictures.
But I have flowers.
I've seen you post. You love them.
I buy, I think, if those ones for planting, I think every 3 months I just go and buy some flowers. Some die. Some
we plant again.
To plant again.
I'm encouraged. I recently became a plant mom and things are not going well, but I am
No,
encouraged.
you have to keep on planting. You have to keep on planting, yes.
Even in that conversation of keeping on planting, you being able to replant your life, because I feel like where you are at now, I can see joy. Whereas somebody who is maybe watching this podcast and has gone through a divorce, tried to date again, it didn't work. Now they're like, Mimi, ikitu,
sitaweza tena.
Forever and ever. And it's not from a place of positivity, but from a place of all men are dogs.
I tell people it's okay. It's okay for somebody to be at that stage.
Yeah.
Because it's like a mourning period. You know, divorce is grief.
Yeah.
I always say it's death, it's grief. So mourn. If it makes you feel like men are dogs, you don't want to love again, be in that moment and enjoy that moment of you don't want to love again.
Yeah.
But heal.
Don't live there.
Don't live there.
Yeah.
Heal. It's okay to be at that stage for a particular moment in time, but heal. Talk to people. Go out. Go out to the things and do things that you love. Meet people and all that kind of stuff. Don't force yourself to do things that you never loved. Like personally, I've never been a clubbing person.
So you wouldn't have gone to club?
Ever since college, I've never been a clubbing person. You get it? Like, I think in my college life, I went clubbing maybe 4 or 5 times. In 4 years. And I'm telling you, let me tell you, people thought I club every weekend.
Because the way you are vibrant and nini.
Exactly. But I clubbed less than 10 times.
In your life?
In my college life.
Wow.
Hapa nje, I think there was a time when I was depressed those 2 years. I really went out clubbing. But I think after there's a time then I got alcohol poisoning once, and that was the end of me. I didn't take alcohol for another 1.5 years. And I think that's the time I reflected. I said, God, you still love me.
Oh. You had a moment to remember your creator.
Yes. I got alcohol poisoning ile ya kupeleka hospitali. Si eti ya kulala kwa nyumba.
Sitaki kucomment sana kwa sababu in my life as in my 20s.
Yeah, don't try.
I'm just saying that alcohol poisoning was, if I have it this week, I will swear off it next weekend. Then I'll be back the other weekend for a while. I'm just saying.
I think I'm at that point, though I've always been a very light drinker.
Okay.
Yeah. So that time, I overindulged that weekend. It was a weekend of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then that Monday, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Anything in my stomach was out.
And you were now in a critical state.
I had to be put on drip.
Ukasema hii nayo sirudi hapa.
Nilisema ninakufa. I saw my only daughter remaining like parentless because I was like, the other one is not even there. Yeah. So I made a decision. It's actually in my book. Yeah. If somebody reads my book, they'll see that was my turning point.
Just remind us the title of your book.
Oops, Zippy, from the Diary of a Divorced Woman. It's at Nuria online bookstore.
Please check it out.
Yeah.
So some of the key lessons like that, learning that you won't find your joy in things that you are not, doing before.
Yeah.
A lot of people, of course, like we know, they try new things, they go into other experiences.
If it's something you have been yearning for, let me say, if you've been yearning to travel.
Okay.
If it's a dream you've had, that's okay.
Yeah.
But if traveling has never been your thing, I mean, it's
and then
not going
suddenly
to
you're saying, I am going to, you'll hate it.
Like the way they say people are broken, go hiking.
Yeah. Cannot be us, eh? Hey, see what I'm just saying.
I always say, then I've not been so heartbroken.
Hajauma sana.
Ay, hiking.
Hajauma sana.
I can drive up the hill and wait for people.
Come, Mamiya, the view
I'll
is
carry
nice.
the snacks.
The view is nice up here.
You come.
I'm not doing that hiking thing.
No, we don't have to die.
Ati tuli heartbreak. Ni heartbreak ama ni hiking itaniua.
No. Choose
a struggle.
No.
Choose a struggle.
I live near Ngong, but nasikia watu wameenda 7 hills. I'm like, 7 hills.
So hata hiyo Ngong hujai ever.
I've driven up I've driven up the windmill a number of times.
So this resilience obviously comes from somewhere. And I believe from what I have read, even as I've read your book and watched you, the strength of your parents has really kept you together. But does it help the fact that you had children, that kind of gives you something to live for, a purpose, like your focus?
Yeah. Sometimes it gives you, I love my children. Let nobody get me wrong. But sometimes you're like, if I didn't have children, Kaleche, I'm going to be working as hard as I do.
I get you.
I don't know if you get me.
No, I see that because I'm not a parent,
Yeah.
but my sister is a single mom, and
Yeah.
I see the energy and effort she does.
Exactly.
And sometimes I can say, "Siamukile, sinimimiru,
Exactly.
kasi kuli."
That's the thing.
It's okay.
Exactly. I mean, why do I need a house help? You know, and
Yeah,
all this kind
yeah.
of stuff. I'd be like,
You can do this on your
I'd be
own.
doing less than I'm doing right now and just living.
But they give you purpose and drive.
They give me the purpose and the drive. And sometimes a lot of happiness.
You guys, your mom just said sometimes, "Mkiona hii, mumuite kando."
Parenting is work. Parenting is work. You know, there's a stage when kids are toddlers and they tell you, "You're not my friend."
Yeah.
I tell my kids, "Yeah, I'm not your friend. I'm your mama."
How about that?
I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to parent you.
But okay, so there's the strength of your family that's held you
Yes.
together. Is there anything else that you can say has made you be resilient? Because right now, you're bubbly, you're at a place where you're happy to say, I don't mind doing this on my own. Of course, if love finds you and it's genuine and real,
Great.
you will take it.
Yes.
But is there anything else that's grounding you to be this resilient, to be this confident about this is where you are? I mean, even in your posts, you'll say, guys, it feels like I need somebody here to massage my feet.
Yes.
But oh well, I'm on my own. And you know, and you're like, whatevs, let's go. I see that a lot.
Yeah.
What else is keeping you grounded? And do people think you're crazy when you post like that?
I think people really think I'm crazy. I think they really do.
Yeah.
But when they meet me, I don't know whether they still think I'm crazier or they think I'm different. I don't know. But I never ask because I'm always like, you
and
think
again,
what
you're
you
a creative.
think.
You're your mind is always doing things.
Because I always feel I'm not really what people think I am generally.
So who are you? Just tell us.
I'm a very shy person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Go on.
No. When I say that, people are like, do you know, Kalechi, when I go to an event, I always stand in one place the whole
time.
night.
I watched you the other time we were at an
and
event.
People see I am greeting everybody, but I don't always move around.
They come to you.
They come to me, but it's always like, I don't know how to.
So you don't know how to go out and be this bubbly social person.
Yes, but when somebody comes.
So if I told you, by the way, I'm also quite shy. I'm not lying. I am. In terms of, because you have a voice doesn't always mean that voice will be used everywhere. I use it for certain places, to do the work. But there are times when I'm just going to be quiet. And then people are like, hey, unanyamazanga hivyo. Or, si ucheke tusikie. And I'm like, this
exactly. And that's the thing. Because we laugh a lot, they think we're outgoing.
And so some people even get deterred from us. And even now, when you think about you're a bubbly, loud person, as they would call us. But you're here, you're in your 40s, you have children, you've gone through everything that you've gone through, you've done plays and talked about it, you've been very forward. Does that make dating again difficult? The kind of men you meet, how do they respond to what they know about you?
I think it makes it hard for men to approach me.
Okay.
Yeah, because also personally, I'm a very strict person, by the way. I'm very strict.
Tell us more.
Kalechi, I'm very strict. Even as a teacher, I'm very strict.
Hey, you have students here.
Yes, they can tell you.
Just say yes. She won't chapa you. Just shout from wherever you are. You're strict.
I'm very strict. Like, I laugh a lot. But even my students, you'll find when students delay even to take assignments and projects for the lecturers, they will not delay mine. Because me, I laugh. But if you delay, I'm like, hey, time me, Peter, next time. Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, I don't have time for this nonsense. Yes.
So is that the same that translates now when it comes to dating?
I think that's the thing for me. And I think the older I get, the less nonsense I tolerate.
And I think that's a function of we've dated, we've seen, we can spot it from a mile.
Yeah.
So are you getting approached?
A lot. Yeah, because most people don't think I'm 41.
This is true. This is very true. You do not look like your age.
Yeah.
And then when you meet a guy, are you open about I'm a mom?
Yes. I tell people I am a mother of 2 beautiful girls. Yes. One is 12. Then I tell them 12. Yeah. Another one is 7. They're like, wow. Yeah. I tell them yes.
And if you're open about that, and let's say you've gone on a couple of dates now. It's looking like we need to know where we're going with this. That's strictness. How do you apply it? And
Nairobi men give up so fast. I think within 2 weeks, if you're not kissing or anything, they disappear. So I'm used to that. In fact, nowadays I used to say 2 weeks they disappear. So nowadays I extend like a month. They all disappear.
So when they meet with me, who says 6 months? See, they will die.
No, but you see, they'll have given up before 1 month.
Yeah.
Even for a kiss. You know, we're like, oh, yeah.
So that strictness, they don't expect it from a person.
Exactly.
Like you.
First of all, they're like, oh, you already have children. Why are you being strict? I'm like, I mean, please.
This is a new relationship. We can't just go jumping into
this is
anything.
Me. And I'm like, I'm busy. I have a life.
So dating kidogo, they come with kama munasikia, mkuje na manners.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't mean that because she's gone
and I'm not
stuff.
of this generation. I don't know how to do this. Called what? One night stand.
We're not from that generation.
No. Friends with benefits. No. Which benefits?
Of what?
Of what?
I have my own benefits in my house. I work for them.
Kaleche,
me.
I am not in this generation. I am 41. I don't know how many generations. I don't know whether I'm Z or Y or whatever.
No, we're X.
Oh, we're X.
Yeah, we're X.
Yeah, but
X.
I'm like, there's some things I'm like, hey.
Wachanani na mimi.
I think I kissed a man once in a club for the first time and it haunted me like,
oh, wow.
God. I was like, oh.
Something
this
you had never done.
I'd never done, yeah.
Randomly,
yeah. But he was a nice guy. He understood I'm old fashioned and
it worked.
He didn't exploit me, yeah.
That's really good. That's really good. Yeah. So any other key lessons that you've picked before, we jump into what advice you'd give? Because there's a lot of women who might be watching this and going through divorce or trying to get back into the game and don't know what to do. Key lessons and advice.
Key lessons, one, there's always an inner voice, especially in women. I don't know about men, but there's always that voice that tells you that this is wrong or this is not it. Listen to it that very first time. If you don't like somebody that very first time, don't stare too much. Let's say if you stare at an ugly person too much, they'll start looking handsome, right? So
2 minutes. Wait. Where? And you what?
Yeah.
If you stare at an ugly person too long,
they'll start looking handsome. You'll start thinking maybe they're not so ugly, maybe they're just fine. So
you're convincing yourself.
You're convincing yourself. So if you don't like the way a person looks on the first date, cut it. Go, disappear.
Yes.
But send those messages, hi, one-liners. You'll soon get the message.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. I mean, just because you're 40 doesn't mean you can just go with anyone and stuff like that.
Yeah, that desperation call over the age.
No. I mean, you will still be 50. You can be divorced at 50.
And find the love of your life at 54.
And find the love of your life at 54. It doesn't matter right now. The thing is, be happy in the moment. Do the things you love. Go out. Eat the food you like. If you like to exercise and eat.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm just living one day at a time.
So,
and I also think one thing people forget, I don't know, but there's a point in your life where you have to really decide whether you are going to believe in something, whether you're Christian, Muslim or something. But I don't think you should be 40 and you're still like, there's no God. I'm like, you're this far.
Umefika hapa na ujui Mungu yuko?
Yes.
Amakuweka or something like that?
So for me, I feel decide. I have no problem with any religion. Just decide whatever you want to worship, but worship someone, something, God, worship. Have a purpose because it gives you a sense of purpose and it gives you a sense of consciousness.
Right.
That thing of knowing what to do, asking yourself, is this right? Is this okay? Is it fair just to the rest of us?
And to other humans.
And to the humans.
Yes.
So such kind of stuff. And then also save. Save.
Because if you hadn't saved, would you
have
be here
some
today?
Money? It doesn't matter whether you're earning 3,000 a month, save something because you never know.
Yeah.
You never know when you'll need this money. Then nowadays, in fact, people are lucky. You don't even have to have a bank account. You have a mshwari. You have even, I don't know, there's another one it's called what? It's for saving at the end of the year, you get 10%. There are so many ways of saving. There are very
many options.
You can save 10%, 20%, but always save something.
Yeah.
It's important, one, as a woman to save because of any rainy day, whether you're married or not.
Yeah.
But money is good.
And money
Yeah.
money is good because you have functions for it that are good. And
Yes.
if you're guided by somebody that you believe in, something that you believe
Yeah.
in that has these values, then you
Yes.
see it differently. A lot of
Yeah.
times you get people saying that, like you've said, all these women start to believe in God after their 40s, and they almost make it sound as if it's a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing. And of course, a lot of times, it's not that we believe when we are 40s, we get a sense of consciousness. We are 40 and we don't need to hide and pretend that we don't like God. You know, the people who don't think that saying that you like God is something bad.
And for a long time, I went through that.
You have to pretend that, nimeokoka lakini si sana. Kama umeokoka. Kama hujaokoka pia ni sawa tu.
Endelea tu na kitu.
Yes, but then also you see, and when you have money, money is good and bad. Don't forget who you are when you have money. Don't be proud. Don't be arrogant. Don't misuse the money for things that you don't need. Yeah, because if you use it for things that you don't need,
you lose it just as fast.
You lose it just as fast.
As fast.
Yeah.
So how about prioritizing self-care, personal growth?
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about the money aspect. We've talked about doing things you love. But then there's also that self-care where after a certain age, a lot of times the self-care becomes destructive for women who've gone through divorce and are older. They start now bending because they think that is self-care. So how have you prioritized self-care? I know you've dated someone younger, but I don't know if that was as a thing of a reaction.
No, that was the long-term relationship, actually.
Yes. Was it as a reaction to
No, I think he genuinely loved me. But things happened. And I also really genuinely loved him and things happened.
And the age was not...
It wasn't.
A thing.
It wasn't a thing. The way he hit on me, no man hit on me like that.
Najua lazima utuambie Ali. 1, 2, 3 points.
And my daughter fell in love with him.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, my daughter fell in love with him. But then even right now, he's still so close now to both daughters and all that kind of stuff. He's a great dad. I say that every time. He's a great dad, but just not a great partner. Yeah, yes.
So in terms of self-growth, I mean
self-care. Yeah.
What are some of the challenges you've had? You know, when you're co-parenting and you want, I want to go for a trip. Please take the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, does it ever become an issue?
No. I think one of the things that are good with being single is you don't need permission.
Don't I know it? Actually, it's our concern.
I inform. I don't request for permission anymore.
I will be going.
Like, oh, by the way, next week I'll not be in town. I'm traveling to this place or I'm flying here, Jalua things. Yeah. And so if you find time, you can check on the kids.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Okay, so it's point of information.
Yes, you can check on the kids because, I mean, he doesn't live with us. So there's the house help and my sisters are in these cities. I mean, you can pass by and check on the kids and all that kind of stuff. So it's good to inform him so that also you can call the kids, find out.
It's about the kids,
it's
not
about the kids.
You.
No. Yeah, I mean, I don't need to tell him, oh, today I'm going to Kaleches. No. No.
You're Elisha.
I think that's the beauty of it. Like I can say, oh, I'm saving to go to this place. Yeah. And I will save without somebody telling me, oh, we need to do this fast as a couple. No.
Yeah. So what's your primary focus now? I mean, if you're, I presume, like you said, you're not dating now.
No.
Are you still open to it? Yes.
I am open to it.
So what's your primary focus?
But I'm not searching.
Okay, you're not searching.
I'm not searching.
Okay, so what's your primary focus right now?
Right now, my primary focus is Kaleche in the next 3 years, I need to have 10 feature film titles to my name.
Wow. 10.
10.
In 5 years?
In 5 years.
2 per year.
Right now, I have 4, 5. I have 5.
You already have 5 now.
I already have 5. Feature films. I mean, there are short films in between.
But
I already have 5.
Do another 5.
Yes.
You want another 5.
Yeah.
And it's achievable, which means you're going to be very busy. Very
because we're releasing this one on March 27th. And by the end of the year, I want to do another one.
Okay.
Yeah, and hopefully next year, another one or two. So this is 2024, 25, 26. By January 2027, I need to have 10 titles. Kalechi, I say at the end of the day, People will not say to you, oh, that was a low budget film, that was high. They'll say she has done 10 films.
Yeah. Whether they were
So
short films, whether they were, you're doing
I
them.
have done.
Yeah.
So like right now, I have got 11 film titles.
Wonderful.
5 are feature films.
Yeah.
And I have 2 documentaries in short films in between. But I want to have 10 feature films.
I love this.
Because that's
I
the thing.
love
And
this.
the secret is in collaboration. Like even this film that we are premiering, I collaborate with Rio Films, with Outdoor Films. And because Outdoor, they have lights and grips, Rio,
Yeah.
the red cameras and stuff. And so it makes things very affordable.
It's a way to go.
It's the
So,
way to
so
go.
watu wasikuogope waseme, na huyu dem si ako na pesa mingi, sasa atapata bwana wapi?
No, it's okay. Waogope because wasipoogopa, I don't want to find the wrong people.
Okay, ogopeni kidogo.
Ogopeni kidogo ndio wale wakuogopa watoke wasikuje kwenye stress na downscale. No, we are at a point we don't downscale anything anymore.
All right, so this is we're in the month of women, celebrating International Women's Day, and one of the key
Yeah.
elements is, of course, inclusivity. And I feel like there's been a bit of that view that, from a world view, from an African view, that women who are divorced, women who didn't succeed in their marriages, there's, a way that they are sidelined in some areas.
Yeah.
For you, have you felt the exclusion? To what do you wish we would, do better? Because women on women, we have a tendency to be the ones who look down upon others, and the men who look down upon a woman who's been divorced, or think that you should be, like you said, more agreeable.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? You've already been married. Why can't I just kiss you? What is the one thing you wish would be different, even now, as we celebrate inclusivity this year?
One, I think women just need to speak up. If it's not working, it's okay. Yeah, move out with your children, because children are not a reason to stay. Move out if you need to.
Yeah.
Start afresh, as difficult as it may be. And starting afresh is not even just about relationships, even business. If a business is not working, close it. You can't be plowing money in a business that's every day just eating your money and it's not working.
Yeah.
Close the business and start something else. I mean, it might be a generational business, your biggest dream, but if it's not working,
do
it's
something
not for
else.
you. Do something else. So let people not be scared of starting afresh, whether in marriage or business. And just be at a space knowing people will always talk.
So you yourself have to be okay with the fact that people
will always talk, and there's nothing you can do to make them stop talking. So don't be angry. They are human. Personally, I embrace it so much. Like when people go home, family gathering, those ones, people introduce themselves. Oh, I am Zippy and I am married here. I am what? In fact, in my language, they say, amakolo. Nimeshika udongo.
Hey, I have some grounding here.
Yeah.
Some foundation.
Me, I say, oh, my name is Zippy. Nilijaribu kushika udongo ikakataa.
Hala.
So, kama kuna mtu kwenu pia mwenye alishindwa, unaweza to hook up.
You say it?
I say it. So they stop whispering. Immediately, everybody laughs and done.
Trust the creative in you. You've sorted the problem out.
So, because if you don't say it, they'll be like, is she the one, the daughter of GS who did this? Or it's the other one. No, I am the one.
And it is okay.
And
in fact, if you have somebody to
hook me up, I know they never have anyone to hook me up with. So when they come asking me, I tell them, but umeshinda kuni hook up. So throw the ball at them.
Oh my God, but that's a good way of looking at it. In terms of, if
just
I want
embrace
to
yourself,
to be okay with me, I need to be okay with me.
Exactly.
First.
Yeah,
that's such a powerful thing.
Embrace your current moment. Embrace your current space, because it's happened. It's happened. So what next?
Yeah,
it's like when death has happened to somebody very close to you. It's happened.
Yeah.
So what next? That is what you should always ask yourself. What next? What are you going to do as a person? You're going to grieve, you're going to mourn, and you're going to recover, you're going to heal, and you're going to move on with life.
Yeah.
Not like you're not going to move on like nothing happened. No.
Yeah.
You are going to move on with the awareness that this
has happened.
And I am not going to let myself to be in this situation again if I can.
Yeah. And of course, because there's always good moments, there's happy moments. You have something to remember that was great while it was great.
Exactly.
Bitterness?
Oh, it happens the very first few months after, and that is why we go for therapy.
Okay.
You get what I mean? Because, bitterness is two-way. There is the angry at the person who's hurt you. Then there's the angry at yourself. Why did I allow this to happen to me? So there's all that anger, and even just angry at the universe, like, why me, God? Why me? You know?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of bitterness around, and that's why you need to go for therapy and reconcile with the situation that, one, you're not the first person this is happening to, and you're not going to be the last. Yeah, sorry, people. You're it's going to happen to other people.
Yeah.
And just embrace, like, I always tell myself, if anything bad happens to me, or even like that, it means God has a better plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his plans are good.
Yes. I may not see it now, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
there's something
there's
better.
something better.
Yeah.
And there's always that thing of saying, okay, God, if this was not for me and I forced,
yeah.
please now walk with me
You
and
know,
tell me.
Kalechi, the other day, last year, through my healing process, I said, what if God never wanted me to get married? That in Ifike heaven, then he said, you are struggling with marriage and maybe you are never meant to get married.
What is wrong with you?
Imagine.
Then
Then
you'll
I'll
be
be
there
like,
saying,
guy.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Why did I
What did I do?
Oh my God, yes. I mean, I think let it be. I have 2 beautiful children out of these relationships, and I think maybe God knew it would be harder for me to be like single without children.
Yeah.
And so, but he also knew that maybe because of the kind of person I am, my very strong personality, it would be hard for a man to be with me. But then he decided to give me 2 little girls to make me feel
and keep going with this flow
with
and
them. Yes,
keep happy.
exactly.
Keep happy. I mean, obviously your story is of power.
Yeah.
It's motivating and inspiring to any woman or man who's out there listening. One thing you'd like to tell people, that's your camera. You can tell guys one powerful thing to take away from your entire story.
I always believe, this is my mantra, my life mantra, happiness is a choice. You are the one who can dictate what makes you happy. Like me, Zippy, sleeping makes me happy.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
I sleep a lot and just choose everything wisely. Choose your friends wisely. You will lose everything, friends, husband, children, anything else in life, even jobs. But at the end of the day, choose happiness. It doesn't mean that you're going to be excited, laughing all around, but reach at a place of calmness and peace and just accept your life as it is. Like, this is what I have right now. I will make it work.
Amen.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much, Zippy, for being on Conversations with Kalechi. It's really been an honor to sit with you. I know we could talk forever, laugh forever, but we also have to wrap the show up because, this is how it goes. So, guys, thank you so much.
And let them not forget.
Don't forget.
Otis
Janam. Hey,
At
Yawa.
KICC on 27th of March, guys. This is the most lit Luo film you have ever watched.
Please, you can see the lit girl here herself. Luo lifestyle is
a lifestyle.
It's the way you will dress for the event.
Yes.
And tickets?
Tickets are 2,000 for regular, and regular are just VIP. And then VVIP is 4,900 only. Yeah.
There's no complaints there. Those are just
small money.
Small money.
Yeah.
We will definitely be there, and I can't wait to see.
Ikona subtitles, Kalechi.
It's okay. You know me, I'm coming to win at Jalua Monday. So I'm just going to be
they
there.
will be there in plenty. They will be there.
Thank you, Zippy. And guys, if you've loved this conversation and you too have a story that you want to share, or you have comments that you want directly to go to Dr. Zippy Okoth, please email conversationswithkalechi@gmail.com, and make sure that you are on YouTube and Spotify to catch even more episodes as we give you a chance to give love a voice right here on Conversations with Kalechi. I want to give a shout out to the team that dressed me. This is Deep Colors Fashion. You can find them on Instagram. And my makeup by Delish Full Service Salon. I love the look. I know you do too, so go check them out. Thank you so much for being here. This is Conversations with Kalechi. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.